Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. It's going to be another bonus Patreon cast for one of these players. They're supporting me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for $10 a month, which gives them the right to send me any replay once a month, and I will cast it. So, bottom left of Blackburn, we have a red Protoss player. It is MackWinston, and in the bottom right, it is BusyBeaver, who is a blue Terran player. So the second Blackburn game ever cast on the channel here. Kyrolonis versus... what was the name of the other player? I don't remember, but it was a ZVP on Blackburn, and this is a PvT on Blackburn, both of them Patreon games. Slow zone here for the probe. And let's see here, no proxies from BusyBeaver, and no proxies here for MackWinston. So it's going to be a pretty much standard game. So Blackburn. This is an island base, but you can throw down this debris so you can walk into it instead of flying into it. 12 o'clock. Not an island base in any sense of it. We've got gold bases here and gold bases here. A lot of harassment potential at the back of those mineral patches. I can tell you that much. Yeah, I was going to say, where'd that probe go? He was harassing pretty well. And just going home, just force another SCV off the line. All in a day's work for a scouting probe. That is for sure. So gas. Wow. What are we? Oh, we're hiding tech. This is a hiding tech location. Because scanning right here will not reveal what is over here. All right, MackWinston, let's see what you're up for. So one Rax expand here from BusyBeaver. Walling off. Just, you know, in case there are adepts coming over. There could be adepts in your future. And a Nexus. So Cybercore before Nexus, not just a one-gate expand. And Pylon, and then second gas. Yeah, there we go. Cha-cha-chow. Everything's good. Everything's on time here for MackWinston, I believe. That's what I'm looking at right now. So this should be a pretty fantastic match. We've got a factory on the way from BusyBeaver. Second barracks. So this could be a 2-1-1 play, which can be pretty darn intimidating, if you ask me. So Cybercore is done. Now the question becomes, what else do we want from our Protoss build? What's the next level of tech? Because Cybercore done means things are interesting. Not, unfortunately, as interesting if we're dealing with no Cybercore, because then it's pretty much all Zealots. Right? All Zealots! That's the answer to what's coming. There's no suspense whatsoever. So getting, sorry, I keep pressing the wrong button there. Getting, boop, 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 warp gate. Robotics facility going to be the opening here. Interesting, interesting. Could be some disruptor play. Could be a 3 Colossus move out. 3 Colossus defense. BusyBeaver is what? Going for a siege tank? Oh, okay, that's what the tech lab is for. Getting a siege tank. He wants to defend with the tank, which is always fine. Defending with siege tanks is always a fine concept. And yeah, honestly, so far so good from both players. Shield battery up for MackWinston. In case a bunch of Marines arrive, or maybe a Cyclone arrives or something, shield battery is just always a good unit to have in this situation. Of course, it also needs things to heal, and currently there's one adept for MackWinston right now. I don't know where she is. Guess we could click on her face here. And, oh, she's up here harassing a little bit. Don't finish the transfer, it's a trap. Oh, she finished the transfer. Okay, well now she's dead. Yeah, maybe don't finish the transfer in the situation where there are multiple Marines, and I guess maybe like she didn't know about the siege tank up there, but anyway. Oh, we're okay. So I guess this is more about revealing if drops are coming than anything else, because the tech is all bunched up in here in prime scanning position. Twilight Council on the way for MackWinston, getting second and third and fourth gases here. Both players just kind of hanging out. Got our stim on the way from BusyBeaver. Marine production looking pretty fantastic. More tank production, starport. So it is technically a 2-1-1. So 2 barracks, 1 factory, 1 starport with an expansion in the mix. Which, it's fine. Army supply is higher for BusyBeaver, but it's all over here, so it's not doing anything for him. Going for a drop would be pretty good. And reactor indicates probably medevacs out of BusyBeaver. Wouldn't be shocked if that's what it is at all. There it is, Colossus. All right, so Extended Thermal Lance going to be the play of the game here from MackWinston. Got double NG Bay coming up for all them upgrades for the Marines and the Marauders. We got an Observer up here in observation mode, seeing what's going on. A couple Siege Tanks, bunch of Marines, Marauder, a couple more Marines. Third and fourth gas on the way from BusyBeaver. And let's see who gets a third base first, shall we? Who do you think it is? Write it down somewhere so you don't cheat. But I think it's going to be the Protoss that takes a third base first. The timings have just been a little bit faster here. Oh. Well, there's a probe here, so never mind. I think that bet's off because MackWinston's already in position to expand and BusyBeaver is not. I mean, it still could be that MackWinston doesn't expand here for a few minutes. And BusyBeaver gets out there and, oh, does this count as expanding? Oh, that's the question. Does that count as expanding? I think it does. I think it counts as building a command center that you're intending to be your third. Okay, so maybe BusyBeaver expanded first. Huh. Go figure indeed. Alright, well, one Colossus up. Additional gateways, Extended Thermal Lance is done. Fantastic. Great news here. MackWinston starting to float some cash. Does warp in a couple of Zealots for harassment purposes here. But I mean, Army's in position to handle this pretty effectively. Zealot really wants to just kill one. Hey! Got one SCV. And then dies. And there's the third base timing for MackWinston. So yeah, you know what? I'd say BusyBeaver won that bet. Way to go, BusyBeaver. The question is, yeah, he's going to be able to finish that and land it here before the Nexus warps in fully for MackWinston. So I think we're good. I think everything's just fine. Supply blocks. Oh, trying to make more Colossus, but supply blocked. Come on, MackWinston. We got this thing. Let's always be making those pylons, man. They're making 3 at a time now, which is great. 3 at a time from BusyBeaver, too, because he's on top of it. He's more on top of not being supply blocked than MackWinston is. So third base is done for BusyBeaver. He really should lift and land it eventually. I mean, upgrade it to an orbital, maybe make SCVs with it. It's just kind of sitting here accomplishing 0 things for BusyBeaver, other than providing supply, which I guess is not nothing. Huh. Big old drop down here in MackWinston. Good probe pull and decent liftoff. Oh, that medevac is so low on HP. God, unloads here anyway. Are you kidding me right now? Fighting around. Oh, medevac dies. Yeah, that medevac's dead, so everybody's dead. There's no running from this. Okay, that was alright. I mean, 13 probes died during that attack, so that was pretty good for BusyBeaver. That's what he was doing. That's why he wasn't worried about the command centers, because he was busy dropping. I should have realized. Should have realized that's what he was up to. Ah, well. So third base does finish, actually, before BusyBeaver gets his third base on location, and he's sending it over here. Oh, okay. I mean, this is right here. I know it's sort of wide open along this attack path, but... Alright, third base up for MackWinston. He is down by about 4 workers. It makes a lot of sense, considering that drop did some good economic damage to him. He's got a Temple Archives on the way, as well as an additional Colossus. Getting them upgrades. 1-1. 2-2 has gotten started from BusyBeaver here, so he has an upgrade advantage. To be started soon. Resources lost virtually the same, 1,100 to 1,300 at this stage of the game. Really minuscule differences. Chrono boosting the upgrades out. MackWinston perhaps realizing that his are a little bit late. Getting them started at 9 minutes, but I think he'll be fine as long as he keeps them going. Right? The trick here is getting level 2 and level 3 upgrades on time. You can start level 1 super early, but if your level 2 doesn't start until, you know, 15 minutes into the game, and your level 3 doesn't start until 25 minutes into the game, you're not doing it right. You really need to be on top of those upgrades. They're very important. Very important in the game, do StarCraft. Zealot. Actually kind of getting some free shots here. Gets obliterated, but, you know, I think he killed a mule. That's nice. Third base landing from BusyBeaver. War Prism still continuing to just shark around up here. Kind of like it. Kind of like the little Zealot attacks. As long as you're macroing up back home. Spending cash. Yeah, both players spending cash really well. Their minerals are low. They're both at about 55 workers, too. Blink on the way from MackWinston. Blink, just an all-around good upgrade. You really don't want to skip it, no matter what kind of build you're going for. Being able to warp in like 12 Blink Stalkers in a situation can definitely save your butt. This looks like a 4th Basin probe. Got some 4th Basin ideas on his mind. Hiding. But, you know, 4th Basing ideas. Another warping of a couple Zealots here. Yeah, 2-2 on the way for MackWinston. That's the nice thing about Protoss is their upgrades can be faster than Protoss and Zerg. Or rather, Terran and Zerg, because they can chrono boost them out. So take advantage of that if you're a Protoss, honestly. Have those better upgrades. Ghost Academy on the way from BusyBeaver. And so far, I don't know. I really just got to label this as a pretty darn passive match from both players. There's been a little bit of Zealot Warp and Harass. There's been that one drop that was pretty good from BusyBeaver, but since then, no concerted move-outs at all. We have a Widow Mine from BusyBeaver. That's cool. This Marine's entire job is to kill this pylon, but he's worried about dying, so he's going to pull back to that Widow Mine to save him. Big target, right? You're not going to miss on that. So Zealot warp into this corner again, and sure. I mean, killing supply depots is not a bad way to go. And MackWinston is attacking from the other side. That's a planetary, though, so all right. Well, you'll get some SCVs, I guess. Ooh, see, supply depot down, but then running into your death is not exactly how you want to handle this. So the number of SCVs killed today is 6. A lot of Zealots have died in that attempt to get 6 SCVs killed. Not particularly incredible. Ooh, enhanced shockwave on the way from BusyBeaver. Check that action out. Widowmine does kill a probe or something that was over here. To bring detection, MackWinston. There's one observer on the map. I don't know if the observer is with this army. But, you're wasting swipes on that command center. Okay, maybe not anymore. But if you're getting flanked by a big army of Marines, like, you want all 3 of your Colossus to be attacking the ball of Marines. None of them going for buildings, right? Storm and Colossus! Oh, no! No, you got this. Keep going. Why are you running? Attack it. The Marines are so low on HP. MackWinston! Just kill. Okay. Well, the Colossus. Okay, there we go. And at least they're standing and fighting now. Boy, if the Stalkers were helping, that'd be pretty nice. Meanwhile, more Zealot attacks up this way. They're going to take down a 5th command center attempt. The Colossus will die because the Stalkers ran back and didn't help protect them. That's kind of a shame upon those guys. The Zealots are trying to finish off this planetary, but the repairability is really good. Although they're not actually repairing right now, you'll notice. If they repair it to max, they'll stop auto-repair. You have to tell them to do it again. 4th base for MackWinston is done. BusyBeaver's attempt to get a 4th base has been pretty much not great. Not great so far. Struggling mightily here. So it is 147 to 134 supply. BusyBeaver has more stuff. He's got the Vikings. Only 2, and he's not making any more. MackWinston is trying to replace the Colossus that he lost through, again, the cowardness of the Stalkers that ran away and left the Colossus to die. 5th base for MackWinston coming in. If nothing else, he's definitely winning this macro game. Because BusyBeaver barely has 3 bases. He doesn't have these gases at this 3rd base at all. He lost this attempt to expand. He's doing some long-distance mining, which doesn't really count as a base, it turns out. But Marines and Marauders, they're working on... They got the +3 attack. They're working on +3 armor. +3 infantry armor. And another drop from BusyBeaver. Now, as we know, drops can be really effective at the pro level and really effective at the lower level. Perhaps even more effective at the lower level. Where are you even trying to go? So the goal is to unload and then go back there and then come back around? What is this? So you go here and there. So he's like, okay, scout it. Go away. Just kidding. Let's just boost in and unload on this sucker. Dude, there are no cannons at this base at all. Okay, we're just going to drop right in the mineral line. That is the best way to do this. Shield battery, not going to help you against this much firepower, that's for sure. He just picks up and boosts out because a bunch of Zealots are on their way to try to shut him down. But again, he's killed more probes. 27 probes have died at this point. in total. Fourth base from BusyBeaver is done. Still not working on that gas. I mean, he's got 1,500 gas, so... But at the same time, you're oversaturated. You might as well use these SCVs on gas collection rather than being oversaturated on minerals, is how I feel about it. But hey. See, protecting the backside here with a cannon and a gateway. Dark Shrine coming in. Oh, Void Ray in production for MackWinston. What? Why are we getting a Void Ray here today? Blue Flame Hellions trying to kill some probes. Yeah, not bad. We're up to 37. Oh, this drop's happening too. Okay. Man, BusyBeaver getting some excellent harassment done. 37 probes have been killed. That's 10 more than last time we checked. BusyBeaver at 200 supply, not honestly doing too badly. Recognizing he's starting to float some cash. That's because he's maxed out, but, you know, also building additional barracks is not a bad thing at all. Three is on the way for MackWinston, not chrono boosting it, and does have the energy for it. Just choosing not to at this point in the game. Ooh, DT Blink getting researched for MackWinston too. I like that. Let's go ahead and see some DT Blink action here. Dark Shrine researching, not something you see every day. Little tiny chrono boosting spin around it. It's so cute. I like how there are also flames coming out of the top here. Meanwhile, DT attack. Oh, they did actually wander in and take down this planetary before they could be stopped. Nice. That was pretty good. Unfortunately, replacement command center is already here. I mean, that was supposed to be a fifth base, but, you know, in a pinch, it can be a replacement third. Why not? Go back to work, guys. Come on. No standing around staring at the new command center that appeared out of nowhere. Or, sure, you know what? Stand there. It's cool. All right, BusyBeaver with the first honest-to-goodness straight-up move out of the game. This is the first time he's really crossed the midway point here with any intent to do a huge attack. And MackWinston choosing kind of do the same thing here. This is getting a little bit dicey all of a sudden. There's nothing to stop this. BusyBeaver. Oh boy. All right. Well, this base is dead. Utterly and completely dead base. Brah. Meanwhile, DT is wandering around, killing everything. The Protoss army is over here. Are we just in full-on base race mode right now? It kind of feels like we're in full-on base race mode right now. I'm just tossing that out there because nobody's returning to try to defend anything at the moment. Dude, the SCV massacre is real here. Hold on. These SCVs, they're in amongst the Colossus. It's real scary for them. Okay, now they're all dead. The main base is obliterated. Both players have lost about 60 workers right now. Goodbye. Fare thee well. Every base of MackWinston's except for one. Main base gone. Third base alive, but getting mined out. Meanwhile, BusyBeaver's lost all sources of income. That's it. His income is 0%. Now these the SCVs. Nope. Down to 7 SCVs, but guess what? This is a recall situation, MackWinston. You've done a lot of damage over here. Recall back home and wipe this out with your army, with your Colossus. With your +3. Did you get +3? With your +3 Colossus. This is what recall was made for. It's so you don't have to walk all the way home. But now it's too late. Nexus is dead. That's not happening. I guess Gold Base exists. And 12 o'clock base now exists. Which BusyBeaver is trying to expand to. Okay, this is turning into a bit of a scrap fest. Army supplies 133 to 112. Nobody has any workers to speak of at all. It's 1 probe to 7 SCVs right now. And he's discovered the final base of MackWinston, but he left behind an assimilator and some other stuff. That can come back to bite you in a true base race. MackWinston just F2 A moving his stuff wherever he needs it to go. He really doesn't have any splits on his armies whatsoever. So he's trying to build a home up this way for his one probe. He has enough money to make more. Okay, so have we set up our homes now? New home for BusyBeaver is 12 o'clock. New home for MackWinston is top right, or is MackWinston going to try to end it here? Seems like he might try to end it here. So, coming up a ramp. I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, is there detection? I don't know if there's detection, you guys. The GGs are doing terrible damage. Oh, no. He didn't have detection, and BusyBeaver's out. Man, I don't know if BusyBeaver was going to win that match even with detection. Even if he could have killed the DTs quickly, the Colossus were still a major problem. All three of them, 18 kills, 17 kills, and 14 kills. Not too shabby. The Zealots buying some time. The DTs in amongst the enemies there, just completely unseen and murderous. Wow, that final engagement was something. He didn't have an orbital. He didn't have an orbital. He didn't have a Raven. He didn't have a missile turret. Those are his options, right? Absolutely brutal. He could have EMP'd, right? If he had recognized the DTs were there. He threw down one EMP on the Zealots as they came up, but if he had waited, again, it's hindsight is 2020. But if he had waited and tossed down the EMP when the DTs were right on him, that would have been amazing. That would have worked. But he didn't, and as a result, everybody died. I mean, that army supply went down from, what, 111. So it goes from 111 to like 30 in about 20 seconds. If we watch this here. Yeah, the EMPs got tossed down prematurely. Oh, he might have caught one or two of these. But then the storm was just the icing on the cake, man. Ugh. Yeah, down to 23 in about 20 seconds. Yeah. Incredible. So nice game by MackWinston. Pretty good game by BusyBeaver. I like the drops. I like the upgrades. I like the production. He was spending his money pretty well. Absolutely, for sure. But, yeah, EMP is not placed quite well enough, and that was kind of the big deal. Also, having a nice concave at the top of the ramp would have been pretty good as well. Anyway, resources lost 27,300 for MackWinston and 28,600 for BusyBeaver. So pretty close, honestly, across the board. Both players losing a ton of 6 Nexuses died, 2 command centers, a planetary, and 2 orbitals died. I mean, just a bloodbath all the way down. But in the end, MackWinston gets his victory. And that right there is going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.
The path of ascension is before us. Our honor guides us.